Right, so what we've got, boys, is this wheel hook is off a Muck trailer by all accounts, and when they went to get the wheel off, they had to cut all the studs off the wheel, which is down there on the floor, in order to, well, get it off. So obviously you can see they're the original holes, and these are the new studs he's got, which won't go in, but they need to go in down to where you can see where the splines are cut in now. That's obviously pressed in from the other side. So I mic'd it and it measures 22.86. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bore the holes out. I've already done 2 to 22.76, so they'll be 0.1 of a mil smaller, and I'm hoping that then that bit will press in. So it's a case of, oh, pardon me, I've got 6 holes to bore out on here, and there'll be 6 to bore out in the wheel, and they're for a friend of mine who's done me a fair few favours, so it's not a paying job or anything like that, but it does pay to look after your friends who look after you, doesn't it? So this is going to be where we get to. I'll just tighten that up. Right, so let's just line the boring head in a bit. It'll come out till it just starts to touch. And that should do that. Get in a bit closer. I already know after doing the first one that we can take a mil out of this. Or should I say 2 mil, because I've put a mil on the cut. Let's see where that gets us to. Just check it with the bearings to start with. 20.68. So 20.68 minus 22.76 equals 2.08. Divide that by 2. We'll take that 0.8, I think. It's a metric boring head. It's a really nice one, actually. Gamay is the make of it. And I'm loving my oil can. I've got just just a very small amount of quill lock on there. It's getting it out the bottom and it's jiggling up and down a bit. Let's see. 22.28. Let's try that again. Two, 4. Yeah, 22.24. 22.24 minus 22.76 equals 52 divided by 2. 1.26. Right. Getting a bit waylaid with my collet blocks. Something else keeps cropping up at the minute. But we will get back to them. I'm not to within a couple of hundredths on this, at least. $22.7. That's a bit better. $22.72, so that's 4 hundredths out of it. Or 2 on the dial. Should be about there. Hopefully that should put us about where we want to be. 22.76. Spot on. Double check. We got chip up there. Yep. Right. I'll get it loosened off. Get the others. I've got 2 more to do, and then we'll have a look at the wheel. about right. See that? Oops. 22.76 we're after on the money. Is it showing up on there? There we go. Right, on to the next one. Last one. Running about 175 revs at 6 thou per rev on the feed. High speed steel cutter, and it's tough steel that, isn't it? Quite happy in a way that's munching its way through there. Might get a bit of a wobble on that. Full. $21.94 minus 22.76 equals 241. Last cut. That should be the one we're looking for. Not the easiest thing. Oops. Oh, something wrong there. 21.7. Yep. cocked up there somewhere. Try that. Last cut. That should be it. Apart from a bit of deburring on it. Oh. 2/100ths of a millimetre over. I can live with that. Right, we'll get this off. I'll just deburr the tops of these. What the plan is, I'm going to rig this up on the press and press these in from the bottom side. I'm hoping that 0.1 of a mil is not going to be too much, and it will just, them serrations will cut in a bit. I've got a 30-ton press over there, so once they're all pressed in, I won't film that though, because the lad who it belongs to is going to have to come and give me a hand, because if you imagine I'm going to have to do a bit of a balancing act to try to press these in from the other side, so that'll be flipped over, and it's going to be a bit of a one of them jobs where you could do with 3 hands, isn't it? So I think I'll give Paul a ring once I've got the wheel drilled out, and then we'll press them in. But you've seen a press in action before, haven't you boys, so you don't want to really miss a lot. Anyway, I'll get this lot took off and get the wheel on. Oh, just to show you, there's all the there's everything ready for the collet holders, and I just keep getting pulled off it, you know, really busy at work, and then get these wheels and that to do. And I've just had a parcel turn up today from one of the viewers who wants me to machine him some tool blocks up, you know, like I did in the tool holder video. So I'm going to have to do that next before I get back onto them. So anyway, just how it is, isn't it? Right, this is the wheel. You can see by the grinder marks, look, they've had a bit of a job getting it off. Apparently all the bolts are seized on solid apart from that one and that one. They've had to get the angle grinder out and chop them off. Hence why we've got these. So we've just got to bore these out now, big enough to accept them bolts. I just need to double check, because that's as far in as my divided energy pillar, as far in as I can wind the boring head with that particular cutter in. I'll just have to see how much needs to come out really. I've got it written now, 17.78 is what we're after, or 17.80, and that is 16.5. So 16.5. I've only got about a mil to play with, and I think, looking at that, I'll have to find a different. I'll have to find a different cutter to that, I think, because that is just a bit big. But I've got several ones, so we'll find another cutter and then we'll resume. A little short one there. Line that up best I can. Let's see what that It would go better if I had it facing the right way for a start, wouldn't it? Give us a bit of a fighting chance, wouldn't it? That's a bit more like it, you spanner. Right. I'm going to wind it out till it's just touching. Just touching there. We'll put that smack on 0. We'll send it down and just see see what it makes of that, shall we? Smack on 17mm. So 17.8. So put a 4th out. Oh, 4th out. 0.4 cut on it. Should be about right. Try that, shall we? I don't think it'll go through just yet. No, but it would thread in then. Right, so this is where I struggle a bit sometimes with metric, because if I was working in Imperial now, I would just say to myself, well, I'll go in 5 thou and give myself 5 thou clearance. Well, of course, it's metric, isn't it? So 0.005 times 25.4 equals it's 0.1, so divide it by 2, 6, which is not a lot. 600. And it might be just what we need just to slip it in there. Tell you what though boys, leave a nice finish. There we go, look. Right. So if I get my blue Sharpie, put a little tiny mark on there. Remember it's too much of a mark like this. Where's my thinner one? That's the mark we want to go to. But to be honest with you, it's taking such a small amount out. I think get indexed, I'll slacken, take the clamps off, spin the wheel a bit, and I have a feeling that it will just go in one pass and not have to worry about any of that. It's a good way to dull your cutter, you spammer. You've got away with that. Yes. Right, we'll get set up for the next one. I think I've got a very good pallet there. One left. So this will be the last hole, and then what I'll try and do is, unlike the video when I made the pulley for the, well, I didn't make a pulley, did I? I bored the middle of the pulley out and keywayed it. I'm sorry I didn't show it on the shaft. It was just one of them jobs. I was in a rush to get it done. No, I wasn't in a rush to get it done. It was because I was in a rush to get somewhere else when I'd just about got it finished, and it just completely slipped my mind to take a photo or whatever of it on the motor itself. Well, you'll just have to take my word for it. I put it on and I pushed it on just with my fingers about halfway, and then just lightly tapped it with the leather hammer. And I mean lightly tapped it just to get it on the rest of the way, and it fitted really, really well. I was well chuffed with it, and he was really happy with it, my mate. So that got that out of the way. I'll do my best though to get some photos of this when we get the studs pressed in. It's a bit more of a finished job then, isn't it? But this is the last one. Should. There we go. That one's a bit loose compared to the others, but I think yeah, they're all alright now. I think it's just because they give it so much pain cutting it off. I was thinking of welding these up with a little stick welder, but it's only a muck trailer, what they use around the yard like, so I'm sure if they're that worried about that, they're quite capable of welding up themselves. So apart from cleaning down, that's it. I'll give Paul a ring to tell him they're done, and then see if we can get you some photos of it all, of the studs pressed into that hub, and then yeah, that's it. Right, see you in a bit.
Nearly there, Master. Just one more thing.
It's a bit dark on this phone screen.
That's it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's 3 in. Yeah. Right, that's them in. 3 more. Right, pop her on, boy. Just a job.
Perfect.
Tell you what, it's a good job I was a bit more caring with my boring head than you was with your grinder, isn't it?
Look, my grinding's absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
Put it this way, if I hadn't grinded like that, you wouldn't have been doing your boring.
I'll tell you what, Stevie Wonder would love to see that, wouldn't
Yeah, it would. Steve Wonder would appreciate it.
he? It's worked out alright though, that.
That's perfect. Absolutely perfect. So we've now got John Deere wheel studs. Yeah.
John Deere wheel studs.
John Deere. They're John Deere wheel studs. John Deere small front axle wheel studs into an old Imperial hub. Yeah, because you can't get the wheel studs and wheel nuts anymore for it.
Unless you make them.
Unless you make them. And then you've got a hell of a job making them, so you're easy knocking the studs out and boring them like you have.
They've gone alright actually.
Perfect.
So,
No, it's really good. Yeah.
right.
Really, it's really good.
Another one out the door.
Yeah, and like I say, 16-inch. And it's the same stud pattern as the Land Rover as well.
Oh, so Land Rover tyres will go on there.
Land Rover wheels will go on there.
Oh, I see, right.
Yeah, and which is the same as I for Williams as well.
Oh, yeah. Multi-purpose.
Multi-purpose.
Right.
I think you might struggle with Land Rover rims on here now because the wheel studs
I was going to say, aren't they a bit
bigger.
big?
Yeah, but I wanted to keep the original rims because the rims are worth about 60 quid a piece because they're original tractor rims, original trailer rims. I know.
Do me a favour, if you bring me another one,
Yeah.
clean it up before you bring it up.
This is clean.
Is it? It's farmer clean, that, is it?
This is farmer clean. It's proper clean. Proper clean.
I don't think you was a paramedic. You
Retired. I like the grease in it. I think the grease is ever so special.
Oh, it's good, yeah.
I don't know what sort it is.
I hope my milling machine and press like it because it's all over them and all.
It's excellent. I don't know. What sort of grease is it?
Black.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I'm not sniffing it.
It smells. It's an interesting grease. Thank you very
Right,
much.
that'll do anyway.
That's wonderful. That's really good. Yeah.